dominate your life. Tell yourself what you need to do. Tell your brain, tell your body what it needs to do to dominate your life. Life is all about domination, guys, okay? Everybody out here that doesn't dominate is getting dominated by somebody else, getting dominated by a marketing campaign, getting dominated by their partner in some cases, getting dominated by their friends. They're getting dominated by their boss. They're getting dominated by, whatever company they work with. Me, I dominate Chadwick Bailey, all right? And that's the big thing that's in my life is how do I dominate myself? How do I dominate my surroundings? How do I take very strategic action into what it is that I'm doing? How do I take very strategic action into the food that I'm putting into my body, the workouts that I'm doing, the things that I'm reading, the things that I'm learning about, the things that I'm executing on a daily basis? That's because I'm dominating Chadwick Bailey. I'm not out here dominating other people. I don't care what anybody else out here is doing, right? If they come up to me while I'm making this video, I'm gonna politely say I'm filming a video right now. Give me a few minutes and we can talk about whatever it is that you need to ask me, right? So you dominate your immediate surroundings first, all right? And that starts with yourself, right? We're not talking about dominating people out here, telling people what to do and trying to change the world and be a miracle worker. We're talking about dominating the person that you have control over. You know what hands I can trust the most? The ones that are at the end of these wrists. I can trust these hands to do what I tell them to do or what I want them to do. I have control over that. I don't have control over other individuals. I don't have control over the economy, the general economy, and we were talking about this the other day. But what I do have control over is myself, my personal economy, and where it is that I want to go. I want to go up, okay? I want to keep going up. I don't know exactly where I'm going, right? I have a general direction of the things that the outcomes that I want, so I strive towards those, but I don't know exactly how far up I'm going to go, but I'm going to be going up. I'm going in an upward trajectory because I have control over that. I don't have control over any of these people over here, right? None of them. None of these people over here. All these people walking around and stuff, having a good time, doing their thing. Some of them are drinking beer. Some of them are, spending time with friends and stuff. That's all cool. That's not what I'm interested in doing. So that's not what I'm allowing myself to do. I don't want to go out and have a good time. I don't want to go out and party with the boys. I don't want to go, watch a sporting event. I couldn't even tell you what's going on in the world with sports because I simply don't even care. I don't even know what season of sports we're even in. I heard soccer's going on recently. I was watching tennis a little bit. Maybe because I like the one-on-one thing of tennis. Maybe that's why I'm into bodybuilding and tennis and things like this. Because it's you're not depending on other people. I don't want to depend on other people to get me to where I want to go. I want to depend on myself because I can strategically place myself in events and scenarios and action steps to get exactly where I need to go. I don't need a team to get me there. I don't need motivation from others. I don't need the boys slapping me on my back, telling me good job. I don't need a coach. I don't need a life coach. I don't need family members. I don't need anybody really to tell me what it is that I am going to do. I tell myself what it is that I'm going to do. All right. I tell my body what it's going to do. If I tell it it's going to go into the gym, it's going to get a workout, it's going to eat these certain food products. I'm going to put these certain things into my body for the next 2-3 months, and then I'm going to alternate to this, that. I'm telling myself to do that, right? There is not anybody out there that is, meal planning for me. There's nobody out there that is motivating me. I don't need that. Some people need that, right? They need people to, keep giving them an award to keep going, keep giving them milk and cookies. Hey, good job. Some people need their parents to give them $100 every A they get to keep them motivated, right? I don't need that. The things that I do are self-imposed. I self-impose my own discipline. I self-impose my own regimens. And, as soon as I get on and as soon as I start seeing myself get on, I'm going, right? I'm just going. So you have the ability to tell yourself what you're going to do. You have your ability to control what it is that you're going to do. And I found that the way I am most successful in that is through building out my routine, through building out my bodybuilding, through building, and guys, I'm not sitting here 300 pounds. I don't have any interest in being a competitive bodybuilder. But what I do like about the bodybuilding thing, and I think people will find, is that it's something that is result driven, that they can have control over, that they possess the control over completely. Your diet, your working out, your sleep patterns, your recovery, you have control over every single one of these things. And again, I'm not ever going to get to a point where I want to, go be a competitive bodybuilder, or, take steroids, or, start competing or anything like that. But what I love about it, why I thrive in it, and why people are seeing such success from it on the channel, is because the bodybuilding rolls over into other things that I'm doing. It rolls over into other videos that I'm doing. It rolls over into strategic planning based on the scenario of the bodybuilding rolling over into it. The strategic planning of the meals allows me to strategically plan in my day of things that have to get done, as well as my workout, as well as my sleep patterns, as well as my recovery. So I can apply those same aspects into other businesses, right? This YouTube channel, my real estate, my job that I'm about to go get right now, where I'm going to be constantly improving and checking myself throughout the shift to see how I can be better and better. Because that's where a lot of people mess up. They get a little success and they get a little too comfortable. A lot of times they get a little ahead on their bills. They buy a car. They think, oh, I'm good now. I can kind of quantify this and just kind of relax and go into relax mode and just sustain. But that is not enough for me. I need to be constantly growing. I need to be constantly growing my muscle tissue here a little bit more, or my business there a little bit more, or my how I operate this specific thing that I do at my job that can be polished a little bit more, right? So you can, if you're just one of those people that just gets way too complacent with what you think you've accomplished, you're kind of missing the idea of what it takes to get better. Because somebody that gets better and better has the mindset of wanting to get better and better every single day. So you got to kind of break that apart even more and see kind of like what it is that you're doing on a daily basis that's going to allow you to, strategically plan and reach those goals. And then once you reach those goals, you set higher goals and you can keep compounding from that. And you basically are getting compound interest from all these goals that you're creating, completing, and you're building on top of that. And before you know it, you're exactly where you want to be. And you're like, holy shit, I'm already where I want to be. And like, that wasn't that hard. And now you scale it up to the next level. You start, I'm going to be making, $100,000 a year. You get to $100,000 a year. You're like, oh shit, that was easy. Now you go to 250, right? And then 250, you go to $1 million. Then you go to 5 million, 10 million. Then all of a sudden, you got a company that is going to be publicly traded, or you're starting cryptocurrency because you found out, you want to do all these things. The unlimited nature of it can be whatever you want. All right. But the foundational elements to how to get there are kind of the same, right? You have the foundational elements of strategic planning, building on the momentum, similar to what you're seeing here on the channel. And then you kind of just piggyback that. And then before you know it, you're immersed in it, and you're reaching the top. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Hope that motivates you a little bit. It's working for me. So, I figured I'd share it with you guys and, let you know that anybody can do this. There's nothing special about some guy out in a parking lot making a motivational video, guys, to any one of you out there. So just think about that for a second. There's nothing that I'm doing that you can't do. There's nothing that is inherently special about any of this. This is just strategically doing what I know I should be doing. It's really that simple, guys. All right, talk to you soon. Take care.